All right, so this is my rig. It's a 2022 Harley Davidson Street Glide Special. I love this damn bike. I've had different types of bikes, soft tails. You know, I started off like most people. I had me a little Sportster, introduced to the Harley world, and I haven't turned back yet. I've gradually upgraded, and then I used to have a nice soft tail, but I like doing long trips, and that soft tail was kicking my ass. So I went ahead and stepped it up to a Street Glide. I like the Street Glide personally. I love the shape of them. I like the way it looks like an older motorcycle. It's got that classic look. I like police motorcycles personally, the way they look. So that's kind of the style I wanted to go with on this one. I'll talk first real quick on the way I pack it, and then I'll touch on just some of the basic stuff that I've done to the bike. This saddlebag here, everything on this side is what I keep for emergency, right? Emergency, if any kind of first aid kit, anything for the bike itself, and then my rain gear. And I do that because as you're riding, right, and you pull over, I don't want to be exposed on that side of the highway, right? I like to be able to be in my bag and look back to make sure nobody's coming, and I can keep an eye on traffic. Folks ain't paying attention. Right, so I put all that stuff on this side, so in case something happens, I'm not outside there exposed to traffic on that side of the bike. Side here, this is where I carry all my camp gear. So all the sleeping bags, the sleeping mats, the tent, anything for the camp, all fits in there perfect. This is a bag I got from 2 Lane Life. I love them guys, and I'll throw a plug in here a second for them, because man, those guys are awesome, man. But most of the stuff I purchase, I try to buy through them, just because I like what they're about. I like what they do, and I like to try to support them. So like I said, this bag here, we fit all our clothes. So this is where I'm putting clothes. So you can see this thing is pretty daggone deep. You see there's a shit ton of stuff I can throw in that bag. There's zipper up here, so I can put whatever else I want up here. Mostly in here is where we put our clothes, sandals, that kind of thing. Then we each get a side. This is where our undergarments and things that we need to access pretty quick, any medication, anything that we need personally that's for us, we each got our own side. There's another zipper here. I keep a lot of the electronics and stuff in here in a Ziploc. So this bag is nice. You can see it's got more space up here. This comes down, it zips up, and then you got that piece there. You can put stuff up under here if you need to and tie it. You can put stuff under this and then bring this on top, this top cover, and it cinches it down. So sometimes I throw like some sweaters or jackets or whatever I need, and then I just pull this down, cinch it, and it works well. Again, here's another little area to put more stuff. This bag is totally worth the money. I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say it was like couple $100, but I don't have a tour pack. Eventually I'd like to get a tour pack, but right now this thing has done me so well that I'm in no hurry to get a tour pack. The bag has great straps, so all these straps, they come with a self-returning strap. That way nothing's hanging or dangling. It's all wraps up nice and neat. Again, more space here on the sides to put more stuff. This is a little sleeve that is a rain cover. I pull this out, and inside there's a sleeve that covers. It's a bag that goes over this, and it's waterproof. Well, it's water resistant, I will tell you that. For the most part, the bag stays pretty dry. And that's it, man. So I got a little pillow here for my daughter. It's nice and cushiony for her. We got a good setup. Once I put that what do you call it, that daggone strap, that net, I cinch everything down, and it pulls all this nice and tight, and it's perfect, man. I love that setup. Getting into the bike itself, I've done a couple things, but I tell you, I haven't done a lot, right? So I do things that are, you know, I do like doing things for looks, but functionality to me makes more sense. I gotta have stuff that, yeah, it looks good, but when I'm on these long trips, you know, it ain't always about look. I mean, it is about looking good. Let me. It is about looking good. That's why I ride a Harley, because they look damn good. But like for instance, this seat right here, this seat's made by Bad Boys out of California. A guy named George out there has a business making these seats. It's one of the most damn comfortable seats I've sat on. I've been on several types of seats, man, all different manufacturers, and so far this joker right here is the most comfortable. It's got that gel in there. It's super cushiony. It's a lot wider than the road sofa, and you know, it's comfortable shit. I will say I'm not a fan of that big pillow top, so when I'm not riding a distance or I'm not going far, that joker comes off, because to me it just kind of throws off the look of the bike, right? So I did that. It's got some headers on there. Can't remember the damn company that makes them. If I remember, I'll throw it in the comments. I threw a set of Cobras on there, Neighbor Haters. I tell you, I used to have a set of Chromeworks. I had a set of 4.5 inch Chromeworks. Me personally, I didn't care for the sound too much. I like a little bit more of a raspy Harley traditional sound, and I like that they're a little bit smaller. They're not real big. So I ended up changing the bags on this bike. This bike came with the extended bags. I like the look of the standard bag, so I put those on there. I did put a set of 10 inch KST handlebars on the bike. They are a little bit wide. Eventually I'd like to probably do something different, but I didn't want to cover anything up, so that's why I kept them. But who knows, I may be changing those out. Let's see, out front I threw the auxiliary lights on there. It's a street glide, so it doesn't come with the auxiliary lights, so I added those. Those are custom dynamic yellow lenses. I tell you, I love the way that looks at night. It looks clean. They're bright as shit. It looks great. I changed the headlight out. I was not happy. Harley had a damn daymaker in there that started getting water, and I'm like, God damn, man, this expensive ass bike getting that water in there. So it was pretty aggravating when things like that happen. But I threw that. That's a Hogworks light. That thing is bright as hell, man. So you can't go wrong with that light, especially for the price. Here I threw the Harley Davidson's turn signals. I did them in front and back. I used to have them by a company called RRI. You know, when I first got them, that company, I liked the way they looked. I liked, you know, it was a smaller company. Wanted to support them, but honestly, they didn't last me, man. I got one warranty, and then it started going bad again. I was like, you know what, it's not for me. So the motor stock, haven't done shit to the motor. I did change the wheels out. I threw the older model spoke wheels on there, the Talons. I like that look a lot more than the Prodigies personally. I changed out the rotors. I threw some Galfer rotors in there, front and back. And the only thing I really got left to do to this one, I want to put some Legends in the front, some Axios. I want to change out those lower forks. I want to do them in black. But you know, that's the only real part I got left to mess with. In the back here, I do got Legend Revo A's. So a little backstory on that. I had a set of the Olins, the Harley Davidson Olins. $1,600 for the set. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't happy with them, man. I paid $1,600 for them things, and they rode great. Don't get me wrong, they felt great, they rode great. But they started oxidizing on the hoses, and man, that shit looked like, it didn't look good, man. Especially when you pay $1,600 for a set of shocks and they start to oxidize. Dude, I was pissed. Long story short, dealership wasn't really working with me to get them swapped out, so I ended up saying screw it. I sold them cheap and bought me a set of Revo A's. I went through again 2-Lane Life, purchased it through those guys. Originally they didn't have them in stock, man. Galen called me up and he was like, hey man, we don't have these, and then he worked with me and we ended up getting exactly what I needed. So I really appreciate those guys a lot, man, and I'll continue doing business with them. But that's it, man. This is the bike. This is what we doing it on. And yeah, so if you got any questions, please comment down below. Ask me. I'm definitely listening. I'm no subject matter expert. I've been riding now for about 5 years, and but I ride all the time. This is my daily driver. I don't have a car myself. You got a family car and stuff, but this is what I ride to work every day. I've done numerous trips in this thing. I've been on the East Coast, in the Midwest. Now we're doing a ride out west. So I lay some miles on this thing. For a 2022, it's got almost 30,000 miles on it. So I like to try to get after it. But again, you got any questions, man, hit me up. And I'll try to answer as best I can. Peace.